Nice run and a good one. Williams outside. 15 keeps his feet. And Williams finds the end zone. And he is in for a touchdown. On second down, here's a toss. Here is Lucas. Jalen Lucas, that great speed. Keeps his feet. Inside the 30. Lucas, 10, 5. Touchdown, Indiana. It's Henderson cutting back and finding the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
Welcome to the end. Welcome to episode 178 of the LEO podcast presented by Big Banter. I am your host, Michael Bragg. You can follow me on Twitter. It's at Bragley, Braggley. I'm here with my co-host, Brandon. You can follow him on Twitter. It's at Brandon Dubich. Brandon spelled traditionally Dubich, Dubich. What's up, Brando?
It's the final countdown. Na-na-na-na.
It's over.
Na-na-na-na.
Yeah, the countdown is done, bro. Countdown is done.
I meant for Mr. CTA
For the LEO podcast name.
in name. Yeah,
Right.
it's over. I tried to see what lyrics had "It's Over" in because that whole Stained podcast was incredible,
Oh yeah.
but I couldn't really find it. So I went with the final countdown because it all seems inevitable. And we'll get into it, but just the way it happened for a defensive coach to just get hurt. Hurt.
Yeah, it was a tough one, and it's been a tough one, and it's been so tough that our producer can't make this show either. If you want to block him, it's at
I promise he hasn't quit. I
no,
promise he is still.
he's celebrating what I'm assuming is probably the biggest win in the Ryan Walters era. The win over Minnesota. Is that I don't know.
was wrong on it. I was wrong.
Minnesota's bad too. So I don't know, man. Block him at say top 5, SETAH5. We are here to talk about game number 10 and inevitably the end of our season. The loss in overtime on the road to Illinois, 45-48. Yes, you heard me correctly, 45-48. Indiana falls to 3-7 with a potential ceiling of 5-7 remaining on the schedule. Now I do sound down. I do sound defeated, which I am in the collegiate sense of mind. It was tough. Saturday was hard. We went through such highs together.
It was probably the most enjoyable game.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. It's yeah, let's get into it. Let's just get right to it. Give me your headline for the game.
God, I forgot to do this again. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. I mean, CTA's career, for the most part, whether it's bowl games, whether it's rivalry games, it's close. For all his, hashtags, dude can't finish. Dude cannot finish. We'll get into it, but the play calling as well, like 2 design quarterback runs, you got to think that's
second and third down. Yeah.
You got to think that's on Rod Carey, but you got to think heavy lies the crown. So yeah, that's close only counts in horseshoes or hand grenades because Tom, you're going to get absolutely no credit for this. None. 0. If anything, you're getting the opposite of it, at least from me.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that. My headline is I'm not going to go with what you said. I was going to have the end of an era. let's finish with a bang, I guess we could say. I mean, yeah, we've got two fairly meaningless games left on the schedule. Both, believe it or not, are for trophies. So,
Kind of cool. I like that. I would
yeah,
finish with Michigan State Purdue every year.
yeah,
That's a fun ending.
both are very winnable. I
We're
think,
favorites.
yeah, yeah, we are favorites to open. We'll preview the game here in a
The
couple
line
days.
is coming down.
You think so?
I mean, it's already down a half a point, and it's been less than 24 hours.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's dumb because I think we found it. Well, you know what? Let me change my headline. We'll stick with some other stuff. We found an offense. Is it consistent? I'd say so. I mean, the funny thing is, and I thought about this a lot yesterday, was we complain so much about, I mean, Walt Bell was awful. I mean, let's be real. He had this talent on offense, this talent for how many games, and we just poo-pooed it out. All of it. Should have beat Illinois or should have beat Louisville with this offense, right? And we would have been sitting here being like, okay, cool. Now all we have to do is beat Michigan State and Purdue. We're going to a bowl, right? We should have beat the doors off of Akron, right? No problem. We've got ourselves an offense and we've got ourselves a quarterback. We've got ourselves a stud receiver. We got ourselves two stud receivers, really. EJ Williams will be back again. You've got if Campers,
does EJ Williams does have another year of eligibility?
He does have one more, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Nice. Let me look that up.
I think he's just a junior, actually. A redshirt junior, maybe. Yeah, I mean, we're both looking it up at the same time. Yeah, he's just a junior season, Clemson. That was last year, so he's a senior. Yeah, so he's got a COVID year if he wants it. Yeah, what is he? He's a senior, but his 2022, so this 2023 year, so his 2020 season was with Clemson. So he's got one more year left.
There we go. Dang, COVID year throws me off.
I know. And again, I don't even know if that's accurate, right? And we have a running back. We knew we had a running back in Josh Henderson. We love Josh Henderson. I'm just saying for the future, Josh is done and is going to take his talents to the NFL, hopefully, and can make an impact there. So, but I think Trent Howland has shown a lot of burst, a lot of power, a lot of what we need to see moving forward. So I think we found ourselves an offense. Granted, based on some stuff, that's about all I'm going to say right now. We may not have the same offensive coordinator or coaching staff in about a week. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Again, IU falls to 3-7, 1-6 in conference. Two more winnable games left on the
DQ Carter has that COVID year too.
Yeah, so DQ is still available. I mean, you just go down the box score. You got Anderson Kobe. I think he
doesn't have a COVID year because he started in 2021. He'll be a senior next year.
But he's just a senior next year, exactly. Jalen's got one if he stays.
Omar Cooper,
obviously. Don't forget about Omar. Cam Camper,
I like that.
Still got another one. There's a ton of wide receivers.
So you got Donovan 1, EJ 2, Omar and DeQuise. That is a nice. I mean, we're talking returning core on middle of November, but
yeah, I just want to stick with the headline. I think if the pieces stick around and they stay and everything, then we've got ourselves a team. And it took us what was it, 9 games to find it? But I guess we really found it against Penn State, so 8 games. But it's just too little, too late. And I think that kind of fits into your headline. That would have been perfect, right? Too little, too late. We found the right things at the wrong time. Okay, let's get into stocks. Let's go stock up, and then we'll go stock down, traditional. This way we can stick with kind of the negative attitude throughout the rest of the podcast after we do stock up. Who do you got stock up on offense?
I mean, I feel like I've given you the easy one the last few weeks.
You can take it. Take it.
I'm taking Brendan Sorsby. Holy cow, did he make some throws?
Mm-hmm. Plays with his feet.
You can, if you wanted to be a cynic or if you wanted to be negative, you could be like, oh, the throws against Penn State were pretty easy throws. It was broken coverages.
Those
He
are
made
reads.
he looked like a very, very real quarterback. Against, again, not a stalwart defense, right?
Mhm.
But
Matt
I mean,
Millen said
still,
these were two very good defenses at the beginning of the game. Don't forget.
can that be my stock down?
You can
Just
take that as stock down if you want.
Matt Millen.
Yeah.
But man, Brendan Sorsby, he is real. And the way he's played the last few games, against Wisconsin, against Penn State, against Illinois, he's gotten better every week, Michael.
Yeah.
Every week he's gotten better. And it just and this is more on the coaches, not on Taven Jackson. But what were we doing? Imagine if Brendan is getting reps end of July, beginning of August.
Yeah.
With the first team. Imagine if him and McCulley's connection is started 2 months earlier.
I think if I can touch base on the Jackson thing, I wonder if there wasn't some internal pressure from that. You know what I mean? You bring in what is I guess an all-time great in basketball, bringing his
A little bit
brother
of a
in,
legacy. A little bit of
right?
legacy, sure.
Right. Bringing his brother in, he's a high-end transfer quarterback but I think you have a defensive minded coach, defense and special teams. He's preached it his entire career. Defense, special teams, defense, special teams, defense, special teams. He hires these people for offense to make offensive decisions. And he made a terrible choice in Walt Bell. And Walt Bell made terrible choices throughout his entire tenure at IU. And I'm done defending him. I've defended him till I was red in the face last year, not anymore this year. The guy was garbage. The guy made a terrible call on quarterback. The guy made a terrible, terrible play calls in terrible situations. And we took us 7 games, I guess, really, but really 8 games for us to get somebody to get in and then finally get his feet underneath him. And it's just too late. It's too late. We could have had this. This would have been a heartbreaking loss. Had we just beat Louisville, had we scored more than 14 points against Louisville, right? We played great defense.
A better fourth down call.
Literally anything that drive.
Like,
anything.
You had
look how
3
pretty
plays
inside the 5.
Look how pretty that 2-point conversion play was.
It was great.
Imagine if we ran that against Louisville.
Yeah. I mean, just Brendan Sorsby, yeah, total playmaker. I agree. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this one anymore. I was going to do Donovan McCulley, but I think coming off of last week, I'm not sure his stock is any higher. I do want to give him some credit. If you guys haven't seen it, 11 catches, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns, 41 yards on his long, an average of 12 and a half yards a reception. He either, if he wasn't being interfered with, 15 catches, 200 yards, maybe, probably. I mean, that's how many interference or holding calls he drew too. Now, while we've been pumping up Rod Carey and we've been doing all this other stuff, there are some faults there. I felt like maybe he went away from Donovan McCulley a few times. That kind of killed a couple
overtime
drives, but yeah, well, in overtime was definitely one. But I think both players made that very well known. If you guys haven't seen this, either Brendan Sorsby and Donovan McCulley, just to say the least, have come out and basically just said they were surprised on the play calling in overtime, and expected to score a touchdown, not settle for a field goal. So, yeah, I'll go with a guy that I personally have poo-pooed on a few times this season, and that's DeQuise Carter. He didn't have a massive stat line, but he had 3 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown. But he had 2 huge plays on that final drive in the fourth quarter to tie it up, including a 26-yard touchdown catch across the middle. The guy has come up here in the last few weeks and has made some huge plays, a 90-yard touchdown at Penn State. He had a couple big catches against Wisconsin. He's gone back and caught punts. He's brought the ball into his body and caught it and just held on to the ball.
That's another thing. Game. Like, what are we doing rolling out? Oh, God, I even forget their guy, Cameron Jordan.
Jordan.
And the other guy. No, but like we kept rolling out guys not named DQ Carter.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, I think
Not
when you have
having
a
your
first team All-American special team returner, I think trying to get it, and we saw this early. We saw it early, right? Let's look at his stats real quick. He's had one catch Saturday for 10 yards, 2 carries for 8 yards. Let's go. We should go back. Let me go back real quick. And we're talking about Jalen Lucas and how we've tried to force feed him the ball all season. Let's go look at let's look at the Louisville. Well, he had a good Louisville game, I think, but we'll pull this up here.
2 touchdowns, right?
He did. He had 10 catches and he had 8 carries in that game. That's a bad example for what I was trying to say. Let's just go to Big Ten play. We'll go Michigan. Damn, he scored a touchdown against Michigan too, didn't he?
Yeah, the trick play touchdown.
On the trick play, huge play. It was how long was it? 44 yards on one play. He had 5 catches for 56. So he had 4 catches for 12 the rest of the game. Also, we tried to run him 2 times there. I just feel like the lack or the dependency on Jalen Lucas has gone down and the efficiency of the offense has gone up. Right. But yeah, there we go. I don't think, and maybe you can take this power away from me if you want. I don't think we should do a stock up on defense.
No, you can't. You can't.
Okay.
Because even at the guys that were good, right? Like Magnum Farrar, roller coaster.
Louis was a total roller coaster.
Roller coaster. Kobe Minor, roller coaster.
There was one solid player, and we all know who it is, and we don't need to talk about him anymore.
Yes.
So,
Linnell Carr.
Yeah, Linnell Carr was all right. He led tackles for loss. He led sacks. Had a few tackles as well outside of that, but it's just too much. There's too many secondary names in this list of tackles, and it's just not good enough. Aaron Casey was the only stock up we could pick. His stock up can't be any higher than what it is already. So let's go. There should only really be one answer here, but we'll go stock down on offense. Who do you got?
Rod Carey.
It's specific Rod Carey drive, right? It can't be the whole play. I mean, the whole game. You can't give him a stock down for the whole game. But
no, it was the most critical juncture in the game. Not too dissimilar from Penn State, and poop down the leg.
Let me ask you a question.
Actual poop out down the leg onto the ground where everyone knows, everyone saw you poop your pants.
Let me ask you a question, because let me read you the drive that won the game. Okay. 6 plays, 85 yards, minute 9. We were down 8, right? Brendan Sorsby passed 4 yards. Sorsby run for 17 yards. Sorsby incomplete. Sorsby passed for 25 yards. Sorsby run for 13 yards. Sorsby passed for 26 yards, touchdown. And then we convert the 2-point conversion. Quarterback draws and passes, right? They worked perfectly, but they were sitting back a little bit, and he had plenty of room to run up the middle. He called a great game. I mean, 9 plays, 32 yards, touchdown. 7 plays, 74 yards, touchdown. 6 plays, 69 yards, touchdown.
Nice.
4 for 52. I mean, we scored 45 points. And it's not even close to the most we've scored all season. Well, never mind. I don't count the Indiana State game, but other than the Indiana State game, not even close to how many points we scored all season. Here's my question. Do you think he was told what to do? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask another question. And this might be naive because I have not played college football. Wouldn't you question that as a college football player? Wouldn't you be like, why are we doing this game? I don't want to do this. What are we doing? Now, granted, we love Brendan Sorsby. I'm not wearing my shirt today. I have just a cold shirt on. He's a redshirt freshman with very little playing experience, and relative to an average starting quarterback in the Big Ten. I don't think he's allowed to. I loved that he questioned it after the game. I love that McCulley questioned it after the game. I don't usually like that from players, but I agree with you. The overtime drive, is the only thing you can call out. If you want to call out the occasional offensive line, it's hard. We're not a perfect team, right? You're going to go through this every occasion. Everybody's going to get a sack, right? Usually every game, somebody gives up a sack. Usually every game, there's some sort of turnover. One turnover, maybe not a turnover. You know what I mean? You're going to throw an interception. How many dumb plays did freaking 500-yard Paddock do, right? And one of them turned out to be a pick. The other one should have been a pick in the end zone. He got away with it. But yeah, man, I don't know. I agree with you. I don't have anything else to say on offense. Let's go stock down on defense. This will be interesting.
Oh, it's just go with the other coordinator, Matt Guerreri. Just absolutely did not change up anything. You and I, not college football players. You and I, not college football coaches. We were screaming when we sent a blitz, it was incomplete. When we didn't bring pressure, it was a complete. And they just never sent. On the game-winning drive, we sent pressure, and it was just a really good play. Yeah. Aaron Casey came this close from getting a sack. I'd much rather go out that way by them making a great play than Paddock just sitting back, dropping dimes, which happened way too much. So for me, it's Matt Guerreri, just lack of any in-game adjustments at all. And I know they're going to say, Brandon, they blitzed on the final play and they lost too. At least it was a scramble play. At least it was a chaos play where an NFL wide receiver broke coverage.
Yep. That's all we kept saying. I mean, it was just, they made a play. They made a play that wasn't given to them. And probably one of the few plays that they had to make on offense that wasn't given to them, right? You know what I mean? I mean, Reggie Love ran all over us. I was begging for them to run the football. Run the football, please. Was his name Reggie Love? I don't know. I think Reggie Love's the guy.
No, it was Reggie Love.
Was it?
100%.
What's the dude's name from Nutty Professor? Isn't he ReggieOve? No, that's Buddy Love. The guy's name. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is Reggie. His name's Reggie in the movie. But yeah, no, Reggie Love killed us. 24 carries, 140. That's almost 6 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns. It's like the first game he's played in like 2 years. Not really, like 2 months maybe. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks to go back and relive it. I mean, they had 3 guys at almost 100 yards receiving. We gave up 507 yards to a non-scholarship transfer quarterback. That's
they only said it a million times,
right? I mean, just got beat and just got beat so bad. And we've played so many better offenses, Brandon. Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan didn't even act like this to us. 507? JJ McCarthy didn't even put 507 on us. I mean, different game state, but it's just not good enough. That's just not good enough, especially in a game you've got to have. You have to have it. Now, Illinois had to have it too. You know, they got to travel to Iowa next, just probably a loss, and then they finished with, I think, Minnesota. It doesn't matter, but they should finish with 6 wins now. We had to have it. I would have felt really good about 6 at the end of it. So, stock down defense. I don't know. Does it matter? I don't know. I'll stick with you. Like lack of blitzing. It doesn't really matter. By the way, sorry for whatever's going on upstairs if you guys can hear that. So
I can't hear things. You're good.
Good. Perfect. It's super loud. The toddlers are still up making a ton of noise. Effing Seth is here.
Seth, you're alive. You made it to Florida back with probably only like, I don't know, 7 different diseases.
And you know, big banter. There was talks of a 3 podcast suspension for me. I said, hey, let me take this off the plate. I'll take a 3-game suspension. I sat out 2 podcasts. I sat out most of this one. I'm like, all right, you know, this is all bogus. I got to come back. People were crying for me.
You were meeting your stands were following you to Florida.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Well, I mean, I threatened to sue him back. So, you know.
Yeah, temporary restraining orders have been granted.
Oh, is that a Michigan thing?
It's all a Michigan thing. It's a good bit. I enjoyed it.
I wasn't paying attention.
I know. He planned that. He's thought about that a lot. I think the whole time.
Super annoying. You distracted me so bad when I was right in the middle of an ad read when you just hopped in. Do we let him go back and do stuff real quick?
No, I didn't do anything.
Okay,
There's
good.
nothing for me to add.
All right. I won the predictions. I had the most points, I guess. I mean, no, yeah, I guess we all picked us to win. So yeah, I guess I win. Congratulations. Awesome.
3 receivers, almost 100 yards or more.
Seth, we have already talked about it. We've already talked about it. We're moving on to Brando's Randos. What do you got?
So yeah, I want to start first with the game. What do you think the atmosphere was like in the stadium? Because I didn't see a lot of IU fans. I didn't see a lot of Illinois fans.
No. So
it looked awful on TV. We obviously watched it together.
Seth has been there. I don't know why we didn't talk about this. The first 2 touchdowns when McCulley caught him in the end zone when we were watching on the right side of the screen, that's where the away section is. It's like a bottom. If you're looking at the field, left or right on the screen, right? Like what we were. It's the right side of their stadium with the camera angle. It's that corner of the end, kind of like where we would sit, right? That's where the IU section was. But what was the atmosphere like? I don't know. I didn't notice any crazy crowd noise. I did point out a couple times that their band did the same thing our band does, where they just go like that for like long periods of time to kind of simulate noise. But I do feel like at least when they're close games at our Memorial Stadium, that like there's a decent atmosphere in there. It just doesn't always translate through those Fox cameras for some reason.
As somebody who's watched a few games there, it's also a stadium where a lot of times the whistling of the wind will create this weird echo to almost make it sound like there's noise, and there's rarely any actual human noise.
Did not project well through the TV. I always like this one. This is fun. Mike Millen is
Matt Millen.
3rd time's a charm.
Matt Millen is that. Matt Millen is you trying to come up with Matt Millen's name. That's what Matt Millen is. Matt Millen is hot garbage. I told you guys this on the preview pod. I said, and somebody might be able to find it if they want to. I think the direct quote was, I was looking up to see.
He's the worst I've ever heard.
And I go, oh man, we got Matt Mullen. What? I don't even know his name now. Matt Millen. And then I sat here and I told my 4-year-old son, I think, because he goes, why do you guys keep talking about this guy? And I was like, he was the guy that ruined the Detroit Lions. And now he's on TV and he's ruining my TV. Now look at the Lions. Awesome. Yeah.
He has just hours that make no sense at all, and then he'll go on some incredibly lucid tangent where you're like, oh my god, this is the smartest football man I've ever heard of. Yeah. And then it's followed by another hour and a half of complete nonsense.
Brandon, he didn't hear the quote at the beginning of the game, maybe the first or second drive.
Bear in mind, all I watched was overtime.
This game is going to be something around the lines of, this game is going to be a bear fight between 2 very good defenses. And at some point, maybe at 45-45 or 42-42, he ate an entire word pie on national TV or regional television, whatever this is. Like, he ate it all. He's like, never mind, these defenses are really bad. He's just the worst. All right, what else?
Who is the starting quarterback if Luke Altmaier gets healthy?
Oh, that is a really good question.
You got to stay with Paddock. He kept the season alive, not once, but twice.
Bro, do you really trust John Paddock in Iowa City?
Somebody who took Illinois under 6.5 wins. Oh, I need them. I felt a lot more confident with Altmaier.
They're not winning. They're not winning at Iowa. It's not happening. They're not going to win. Their offense is okay, and obviously we just didn't make any adjustments. 0 adjustments in that game. Pressure, and that dude's toast every time. I didn't answer the question. I don't know. I think you have an option. You can start one, and if it doesn't start well, then you go to the other one. And that's it. I think maybe you start with Paddock, and then if it doesn't go well, then you go to Altmaier and pretend it's like he's coming in and he's still a little bit injured. That's why he didn't start kind of thing. See what happens. Then it doesn't hurt anything, because if he does well, then he was your starting quarterback.
I got one more.
Hold on. Let me ask Seth the question.
Okay.
Put that in the Bears scenario. When Fields is healthy, does Fields come right back?
Oh, yes.
They've won how many games now with him?
2-2.
2-2. That's better than Fields.
Aren't we playing for draft picks?
No.
So don't you
Not my team.
The figurative, aren't we?
Oh.
Man, I don't know. I still think
it has to be Justin. It has to be Justin Fields. It has to be Justin Fields.
Yeah, I like the story of Badgett a lot better. But...
Do you? If I have to hear about his dad being an arm wrestler one more freaking
that part
time,
I don't give it. Yeah, no, just the undrafted quarterback. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're telling me here his dad drives a souped up,
I don't care.
lifted truck. Tell me some more about his dad.
It can't be any worse than the Smoking Jay Cutler memes, the
Oh,
Kyle
the
Orton
best.
tax attorney stuff.
I didn't know that one. Nobody cared about Kyle Orton.
Cade McNamara. I mean, I have.
Oh, you guys are going to get Cade McNamara?
No, sorry. No, Cade McCown. Oh, my God. Sorry. Long week.
Didn't McNamara end his career?
Well, I mean,
or just tear his ACL
season. I thought he said declared he'll be back already.
I don't know. I can't remember. Okay.
I got one more rando.
That went down a weird road. I'm not even drinking tonight.
So I want to throw another name in the ring for coaching candidate.
We're gonna have to have a whole pod on this, but yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna have probably multiple.
A few of them.
Hold on, catch me up. Were there other names thrown out before, or is this just
no? So okay. we did this.
We did one in the group chat. Should we throw that one out?
Sure.
Jimbo Fisher.
Oh no. Pass.
What was the one? What was the one you were talking about?
I will never do another podcast ever again on IU football if we hire Jimbo Fisher.
Oh my god, it'd be so much fun though for 2 years. It'd be so much fun.
So we are saying Mitha a lot, make Indiana football fun again. When's the last time IU football was fun?
Are we back on the Kevin Wilson train?
Saturday. It was fun.
It was when we hired an Oklahoma offensive coordinator.
You
two, our listeners, look up Jeff Lebby.
Oh,
he has Coach the Sooners offense cooking. It's the fourth best offense in the country. They are the fourth in scoring at 42 points a game. They sling it. Now, again, when you have Dylan Gabriel, you can do a lot of these things, but he is one of the hottest offensive coordinators in the country. It worked when we went to the Oklahoma offensive coordinator once. Again, I like some of the other names we threw out in a previous pod, but I want to add this one to the mix because it's just super fun if we hire another Oklahoma offensive coordinator.
He has a 3-year contract. Well, now he'll be going to his last year of his contract based on that. This does say during the 2023 season, following 2 consecutive disappointing performances, the Sooners offense Lebby faced harsh criticism from the local press. I'm reading Wikipedia right now.
And he's responded to it with aplomb.
Yes, I don't know what that means.
But I mean, the question mark is
no connections to IU is one thing. I mean, obviously neither did Kevin Wilson. Sorry to cut you off.
You're fine.
No direct head coaching experience. He's bounced around quite a bit since 2017 between 4 schools.
He's a Lane Kiffin disciple.
Yeah, Michael. That's the worst.
Lane
worst.
Kiffin disciple.
But here's the question: is has he projected himself to the point where he's maybe even above an IU destination? Is
No.
Mississippi State in the mix? I know they have an opening now as
Oh,
well.
yeah, I forgot. That's great. Why can't we just go ahead and why can't we get into it first?
What, they fired Zach Arnett after 10
Dude,
games?
it's so bad. They're like 4-6, not good.
Yep,
We're sitting here at
And then
3-7,
Brady-
and I'm talking about winning 2 more trophies on the season.
Brady Hoke's retiring at San Diego State. I'd definitely say I use a better
Dude,
job than that.
Yeah,
The coaching carousel, Boise State's open.
Yep.
The coaching carousel is going to be insane. Again, it's not this pot, but
I
I'm
use
saying
a better-
IU has to act swiftly. They can't kick the can and wait till January.
There's only 2 openings. Well, one projected opening, right?
Is Kurt Ferentz going to go?
No. But you keep putting up 3 at Mississippi State, Michigan State,
Northwestern,
Boise State.
No, that are above an IU job.
Boise
State's
State,
above-
Texas
no.
A&M.
Boise
State's
State,
not
Texas
in a
A&M.
major. They're not in a major conference. You're not in the Big Ten. That's a Big Ten job. I'm not saying that Boise State is never going to have what they had before with what was his name, Chris Peterson.
You're right.
They're never going to have that. They'll have success. Don't get me wrong. They'll have more success, more bowl games, everything else. What I'm saying is IU is a Big Ten school. I don't think Boise State pays what IU can pay for a head coaching job. I just don't think so.
They can.
No, they can't. You just do that because you're like a semi Boise State.
Arkansas's coach will get fired.
Yep.
So there's a bunch. That's why I'm saying I think we need to maybe throw our hat into the ring here pretty quick.
Yes.
Maybe
That's
we
my
win the
overall
2
point
trophies.
of bringing
We
up
win the 2
Levy.
trophies first and then do it.
Okay, that's all for Randos.
I've got one. And I kind of talked about it earlier. I think the writing's on the wall. I think that if we would have gone and beat Illinois Saturday and finished the season 6-6 and gone to a bowl game, that maybe that gets him to his next year, the final year of his contract, and then he's done. But it feels like Coach Allen's probably done. I don't want to make any speculatory remarks or anything, but it just feels like maybe he's done. At the beginning of the season, what was our expectation? I can read it to you guys if you want.
Mm-hmm.
I said 6-6. You said 5-7, Brandon.
Yep.
Seth, you said 6-6. If IU beats Michigan State and Purdue, which we are favorite to do in the first one, we'll see on the second one. That would put us at 5-7. I thought we talked about at the beginning of the season that 5-7 was good enough. Tell me, this just got a little bit serious. Tell me what changed.
It's great. This is great. All of training camp with the whole 2 quarterback situation bungled. Hiring Walt Bell bungled. Multiple coaching decisions, multiple in-game lack of development for himself. Post-game pressers. I'm nitpicking, but he throws his place. It seems this year he's thrown his players under the bus so much. Sideline body language. I know that's all the rage right now for IU basketball, but it also seems different. We sit very close to the sidelines. It seems like a different sidelines.
Yeah.
Will you agree with that?
Yeah. Are you talking about coach's body language? Because Mike Woodson only has one body language.
No. I was talking about the IU basketball players, but I'm talking about the IU football players. The jump ain't there. The jump ain't there.
Well, I was going to say it was at the beginning of Illinois. They were doing it at the beginning of the Illinois game, at the opening kickoff. And that was the first time I've seen it.
It wasn't there for Rutgers.
No.
I'll tell you that. It wasn't there for
because
Rutgers.
I think there was
Homecoming.
finally a sense of belief, a sense of, hey, somebody has figured out that we have very good athletes on this offense and we can score some points now. And now there's a sense of belief, right? I still think, and I'll put money on them, and I'm still going to go Saturday. I still think we beat Michigan State. I don't know what Purdue team we're going to run into on Saturday. I don't have any idea. If it's the Purdue team of most of the season, we're going to win that game too. If it's the Purdue team against Illinois or Minnesota, I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, I have no idea. I mean, we should go through and do a Bragley's patterns on Purdue, because I bet you it's like the win against Virginia, and then it's like crap, win against Illinois, crap, win against Minnesota. So 3 more craps come after that. What I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh, the sideline stuff. I agree.
You asked what's different when we go 5 and 7, because I predicted 5 and 7. It's the how, not the what.
Well, okay, and this was just a question to figure out what, because I don't believe me. 5 and 7 is not good enough. It's not good.
No, it is, but it's the how, Michael.
It's not good enough, Brandon. It's not. We said at the beginning of the season it had to have been a bowl, right? Way before the beginning of the season, it has to be a bowl. It's got to be a bowl or he's done. But then we talked about the buyout or this or that or this or that, right? And we're done with excuses now. We're done. You're a defensive coach against a piss poor offense with a transfer 6-foot Ball State non-scholarship quarterback, and you allow 507 yards over the air. You're done. It's over. With your season on the line, that's the performance your defense puts up.
So answer it like you would, and we're all professionals. We all have careers. Answer this treat this how you would treat a professional setting. It's lack of institutional control and its lack of organizational management.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
You can sit here and say 5 and 7. That's a game better. Your business did better than it did last year. That's not what it means. That just growth alone isn't enough to project your company forward. And this company isn't projecting where I think anyone, players, fans, and hopefully the board of trustees, the athletic director, who sucks, and the president hopefully have better or higher standards from what they're seeing at one of their highest level employees. I think you have to go at this at a professional matter.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm not seeing.
Okay. Seth,
that's my rant. Should probably be done. That was intense. Sorry. I got real intense.
It was intense.
I think it's that taste in your mouth. I think it's the attitude. I think it's all those things that you're missing.
You just lost the locker room, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean by that? Yeah. It's just, I think that it's time to go to the dry erase board and start throwing some new podcast names up, kind of thing.
Yeah. I think when you guys talked about this team in the off season, you thought that there was a foundation. You were like, oh, if we have a quarterback and a pass rush, we have a lot of stuff to build off of. And then you found out, well, the quarterback isn't what we thought, but now we do have a quarterback. So it was the one that we originally had, but that was a whole, changing of chairs that didn't need to be changed to begin with. And then you end up having a pass rush who doesn't develop any kind of counter, opposite him. And you're like, so you have these identifiable problems, and he did nothing to solve them. He brought in players. One improved it, one didn't. And there's just nothing that makes you feel good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I get it. And the stuff that does make you feel good has already been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Trent Howland's
was there all along.
A really good running back. He's been there the whole time. Brandon Sorsby's been there the whole time.
Been there
Donovan
all
McCauley
along.
Is unbelievable.
He's the whole time.
The whole time. It's just pure, I don't even know, I'm just out of words.
So why weren't they being used earlier? Why were they messing around with stuff that it's just so frustrating?
Yeah.
So it's a wasted year. And that's the taste in your mouth you get is we had this foundation. We had these pieces. We ended up finding out that we tried to do all these things that made no sense, wasted an entire developmental year, and you're going to be at the exact same position next offseason trying to plug holes in a Titanic that, is taking on water because
the got to let it sink.
The good players are going to want to go get better opportunities, and the players who aren't playing just want playing time. So you might have a scatter effect again, and you're right at ground zero. So do you get to it sooner or later? And I think the the resounding sentiment we hear is let's just start the fire now.
Yeah. And so, real quick, because you talked about kind of a scatter effect, the good thing about the players that I just named are that they're all high school recruited talent. They're all high school recruited talent, and they came to IU to come to IU, right? They didn't come to IU, to because they weren't making it at Ole Miss, or Wisconsin wasn't playing them enough at O-line, or like whatever it was. Like they came because they wanted to come to IU. Hopefully, and I'm being hopeful here. Hopefully, that's enough for them to stay if anything does happen. But I'm with you. I don't expect next season to have any sort of hope. Almost be like a complete rebuilding year. But again, that's the great thing about college football. Nobody expected Northwestern to do anything this season, and here they are, 2 games out of the West. So, and 5-5 and 1 game away from a bowl, and they don't even have a coach. Like, they're just out there playing football, and it's crazy. So we've spent way too much time on this. I did have a note we didn't get to. I just saw it 3 minutes ago, third quarter interception that Sorsby threw. Clear hold not called. First hold not called on that side of the field entire game. That's what lost this game in a discussion. And the defense was bad. That's it. Do you have anything in your sack, Seth? Do you have anything prepared?
I am completely just empty.
I've got one more question. We're not going to take as long as we did on that one. If you could keep one, you know what, Brandon? I want to ask Seth this question.
You're just trying to keep me from tip off. I know what you're doing here.
No, I'm not. I did not. I don't. First off, tip off for what? Is it Purdue basketball day? How many times have I told you I do not know what the Purdue schedule is for any sport involving Purdue?
Oh God!
Meanwhile,
this is such a pretend.
You watched IU versus Army yesterday. You know how many minutes of that game I watched last night? 4 minutes, because my butt was puckering, looking at my phone, going, "Oh, we might lose to Army. I need to watch this game for 4 minutes." And I watched it, and I saw Gabe Cupps be Gabe Cupps, and he's the man, and that's all you need to know. So, move on. What was I going to say? You got me all worked up. I love Gabe Cupps. What's wrong with you?
I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here, I get texts from you and from Booge saying, "Oh, you guys are going to lose to an armed services." Blah blah blah.
All I said was "Happy belated Veterans Day," whatever, and you just
I didn't do anything. I avoided it. I gave you an American flag emoji to make you feel better about yourself, jackass. What was I going to say? Oh, first off, I got to tell Seth what I told Brandon on Saturday was. Remember how they gave Rod Carey an actual contract to be the offensive coordinator? How easy and how IU football would it be to just make Rod Carey the head coach?
It'd be tough for me to sit on here and not scream for 60 consecutive minutes.
Now, answer the question, Seth.
I don't get it.
Rod Carey has a contract to be a contract. He was not given a promotion from his previous position. He was given a promotion and a 3-year contract to be the offensive coordinator in the middle of the season this season. How IU footballish and easy and lazy would it be for Scott Dolson to just say, "Well, we're done with Tom Allen. We have a former head coach here."
Yeah, okay. Then I think picket signs need to immediately be erected, and Scott Dolson's office needs to be marched peacefully but loudly.
Okay,
erected
by us and respectable Adam. That's all that'll be there. That's not true. We have a few other people. Darren will be there.
There's enough anti-Dolsonites out there that'll.
Hey, tell people who you met. Don't you want to give them a shout out?
No.
Okay, we'll just keep it there then. What was the other thing I was gonna? Okay, here's the other thing I was gonna ask, and this one can be kind of fun, and then we'll be done. If you could keep one position coach, coordinator to come with and we're again we don't even fire Tom Allen yet, right? hypothetical situation, Tom Allen gets fired. You can keep one coordinator or position coach to bring in with the new regime. Who is it?
That's the easiest question.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think we're all going to say the same thing.
That wouldn't that make it easy?
Yeah, just Coach Bob.
Yeah, it's Coach Bob.
Okay.
I mean, he has the most pristine resume of, you look up and down the roster. There's some guys who may eventually be really good coaches, coordinators. There's guys who are on the way up, on the way down. But I think he's the one who has the kind of the gold star resume.
What about Anthony Tucker?
Nope.
What about the wide receivers coach?
Nope.
Really? Okay.
Just different level.
Throwing it out there. Okay.
And done anything for recruiting, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, he hasn't. You're right.
Done nothing for recruiting.
Yeah, you would have thought that how long has he been here? 1 year? See the one that just came in last year? I don't know, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. God, these other podcasts have been so much better without Seth just going waving me on and get you guys the information that you need. But I won't give you the information about Anthony Tucker. We're just gonna leave it there. No, we're not. You know what? I know why he's
trying to land this damn plane.
Anthony Tucker joined on this year. So yeah, not enough to see. I think Coach Bob just came this year too, but I think Coach Bob's showing enough. Either way, it doesn't matter.
I got a question for you.
Okay,
I got a question for you. Since we've all bounced around it, last question for me. If you were Vegas and you were making odds of Tom Allen getting fired, what would it be? Because I think I got a number.
Sunday, 10 a.m. Oh
no,
like
Seth,
the gambling odds.
I teased information earlier, and you've given away crucial pieces of information.
No, it's the day after the bucket game. That's
not
mass
Sunday,
casualty Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Oh, sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah, my apologies. Yeah, after Thanksgiving.
After he wins 2 trophies, they're gonna be like,
yeah, a spittoon. Come on, let's be real.
If I've held that spittoon, it's very light, not full of spit.
That's a soft.
What was the question? Oh, minus 125.
Wow. I'm saying plus 100 because I give
that was the first thing that popped in my head.
I give the IU brass 0 credit.
Oh my God.
0 credit to
Brandon,
do the
I was fully expecting like minus 450 at least out of both of you.
No, I don't know if Brandon, this is big for me.
Should be minus 450. It should. That's what it should be. Plus 100. It's going to be a coin flip.
I think you have to lose the next 2 games. I legitimately think we have to lose in it because he's not going to watch any of the games. Scott Dolson's not there. He's not watching the games. He's just looking. He's our friend.
No,
Garrett.
he'll be at
he's
soccer.
Our friend Garrett. He's just looking at the ESPN app, going, "Oh, we lost again."
He'll be like,
we won. What
Soccer
a great
Elite
coach.
8 or something, right?
So this was a
probably.
Twitter rumor that
Uh-oh.
for Rutgers, after he did his beginning of the football game, he left and went and golfed at Foul. There's just a Twitter rumor.
I would too.
Like he didn't even stay for the Rutgers game. He left. That's like a captain of the Titanic. Since you brought up the Titanic, just like getting on the raft.
You know who likes to golf there a lot? Coach Woodson. A lot.
I mean, it's a nice course from what I hear.
He's probably golfing with Coach Wilson or Woodson, which is fine. I like Coach Woodson. He's fine. But that just shows you where they're
let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Yep. Be sure to check out the pod on Twitter, Instagram at Podcast LEO. Make sure you follow our partner, Big Banter, for all the latest updates involving our podcasts. A bunch of stupid rankings that Seth puts together where he puts Michigan at like 5th or something instead of 2nd or 1st, where I would put him, and as well as the other podcasts for the other 13 teams in the conference. Make sure to download, rate, review, and follow on all of our platforms. Check out the LEO podcast store while you still can. It's at podcastleo.com/shop, I think, or like BragleyProductions.com/shop. It'll get you there. It doesn't matter. Whatever I just said doesn't matter. I will put a link in the show notes. It's always there. Get it there. Shirts are on sale. Get them while you still can. Vintage is hip. At some point, they will be very soon. vintage. So either way, join us next week as we continue the preview of our demise and the end of our season. So there you go. I'm not even gonna say it. Mifa, I guess.
Miffle.
Dunder Miffah.
Make Indiana football fun again. Just so everybody knows. All right, bye.